So far in the TT build, we have removed the outer seals to check the inner seal integrity, so all is good there. We have also removed the arch liner to look at the brake lines, and we have determined that the rears are what are shot, but we're going to replace the lot anyway. So in this video, we're going to tap those brake lines, we're going to refurb the headlights and start plucking away at our list right here. So to kick off, we're going to start with the power steering pipe, whip that off and pop a new one on. Get the power steering blade, let's go. Okay, so we've got the hard lines coming this way. They sort of loop here and return. And this is a cooler pipe, and then it goes all the way down here into those hoses there. So we're going to take them off the hoses there, take that 10mm off there, that 10mm off there, and that should come out. Just wanted to show you how bad this is. So this is the end where it turns, and you can see how corroded that is. Now it seemed to be leaking at around this section, which is this bit here. So I've peeled off all the loose bit of paint, but because it was only leaking under pressure, I believe we won't actually see a hole. It's going to be a pinhole that's just leaking when it builds pressure up. So it was definitely coming from that area, because the pipe goes on like that, sort of there. So it was coming here. So yeah, it's too hard to tell which end it was leaking from, to be honest, because it can also drip down the pipe and then drop at the lowest point. But 100% is one of these that were leaking. So it looks pretty, I mean, look at that, look, it's just coming off. Not ideal, guys, not ideal. Whilst those power steering fluid is draining, a little shout out to Chris, S3 Breaker. I'll put his link in the description, his Instagram and contact information. Breaks everything that's Audi S3, TT, anything with that 1.8 turbo engine in it and more. Got a nice ram air filter, an enclosed section to control heat soak, and a replacement genuine power steering pipe that we're replacing. There's a little few areas here that I'm going to tidy up to prevent it from rotting as best as I can, and hopefully we'll pop it on and everything will work. Okay, he did tell me obviously that this does work. It came off the car where the power steering was fine, so I'll clean it up, spray it up and try and protect it, and we'll run it up, bleed the power steering system, and all should be well. Shout out to Chris, cheers buddy, thank you. So I'm using a wire brush and a drill here to remove the rust and expose the bare steel piping. The reason for this is to pull it right back, remove anything that we don't want on there, clean it up, prime it, paint it so it looks new and is going to be protected for years to come. Okay, so this is finished now. It's all nice and black and glossy. Everything's been rubbed down as you saw in the video. We're going to throw it on now. So now I'm going to take the power steering cap off to fill some fluid into it, and we can start bleeding the system. On the top of the cap there is a gap for what looks like a flathead screwdriver. It's been damaged over time, so I'm going to have to use some grips to get it up here. So to bleed the power steering system, you top up the reservoir with the power steering fluid. You then turn the car over, turn it left to right, lock to lock, to move the fluid around the system, thus pushing the air out the reservoir. Once you stop hearing the grinding, screaming noise is the best way to describe it, you were pretty much there. Something just doesn't seem right. Made a boo-boo. I've only gone and put the wrong power steering fluid in, ain't I? So, I didn't realise this. Absolute novice mistake, but the TT needs that fluid, and I've put in the other type, which is that generic stuff. Not compatible with central hydraulic fluid. So that's probably why I've been having trouble bleeding it. So I've got to pop that power steering cooling pipe back off, drain it, and put that in. You couldn't make it up, could you? You just couldn't make it up. So that's the part that I'm going to sort now. And then we can start attacking the brake lines, which will be fun and games. See that? It's on max. It's only halfway in the reservoir, but let's see if I can get you a little view on that. That's what the stick's reading. Maximum. So all the nuts for the brake lines are an 11mm spanner or 11mm nut. One there, and then one just here at the back of the caliper, just there. So we'll take that one off first, and then the other one on the caliper, and then pop the line off. Hopefully we have a bit more joy and it comes off in one piece, nice and easy compared to the other side, which just disintegrated. Wish me luck. Just noticed that this bit here isn't even attached. It's just free. So that's got to be swapped. A lot of this under here is looking a bit rough. I think swap all the arms. Swap all the arms. That's okay. Swap that. Swap higher and lower arm, and then send it for MOT and see if it actually is as bad as we think it is. If we come back from the MOT and it's front and rear subframes, then so be it. But I doubt the subframes will need changing. They do look bad, but are they bad? So I think if it passes an MOT, it passes an MOT. And we'll go from there. Just noticed that this bit here isn't even attached. It's just free. So that's got to be swapped. A lot of this under here is looking a bit rough. I think swap all the arms. Swap all the arms. That's okay. Swap that. Swap higher and lower arm, and then send it for MOT and see if it actually is as bad as we think it is. If we come back from the MOT and it's front and rear subframes, then so be it. But I doubt the subframes will need changing. They do look bad, but are they bad? So I think if it passes an MOT, it passes an MOT. And we'll go from there. The rears came off pretty well actually. They did break where they were corroded, but now we've moved on to the front lines and hopefully we'll have a bit more luck there. So I can't get a spanner on the bottom of the union to turn it, to unclasp it from the bracket. So I think I'm going to have to grind it right there. Grind it there, pop it off, because I don't need this anyway, so it's getting replaced. And then take it off the caliper. So that confirms it. I didn't need to grind that, it was just a clip. There's a washer stuck in there. I'm sure the kit comes with new crush washers to apply the next one. Just need to remember you put one on each side. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, apart from me over engineering to get that off with the grinder, it was pretty straightforward. I have been putting on WD-40 in the background on and off the camera, thinking ahead, and it's obviously worked. So far so good. Just got to set one socket off this
So here I'm going to clean up the piece of interior trim that sort of sits above your knees under the steering column. You've got the headlight switch on there as well. I'm just going to clean it up using some Easy Car Care Finito. It is a cleaner and it has a bit of a dressing and it smells good. And it gives a nice satin to matte finish.
That'll do. Yes! Finally! Right, we're going to refurb the headlights. So I've taped off the arch. It's the best time to do it because the bumper's not on. Saves a lot of masking. But with how cloudy these are, I don't want those popping up on the MOT. Plus, they don't look very nice. So once the car has got an MOT and I've detailed the hell out of it, removed scratches and put some nice ceramic coating on it, these need to look the part as well. So we're going to hit this with some wet sanding. I'll go through the papers as we go along. Sand it down, and the way to do this is, as we're wet sanding, the fluid, i.e. the wet part of the sanding process, will be cloudy and have a beige tinge to the water. Once that starts to go clear and white, you know that you've removed all the nastiness. That's when you start refining it with higher grit and then polishing. Then we'll ceramic coat them and that will be absolutely spectacular. So let's get cracking with that. So there you can see the difference. That's ready for ceramic coating. That one hasn't been touched yet. Straight away you can see how cloudy that one is, as opposed to how clear this one is. I'll get you a close-up.
And that wraps this video up. Please show us some support, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Drop into the comments box of any questions, or if you've got any parts that might be of help to us. And of course, hit the like button. Cheers, guys. See you in the next one.